Peace and love, well, welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. You know, we've been heavy in the Bronx for a little while now, and I don't mind it, feel me? But we got my guy Produkt here. What's the word?
What's up, Pop?
How you doing? You know, we in the Bronx, New York, you know, Boricua, owner of Bodega, New York studios, the most unique audio and visual production facility New York has to offer. We have X Records, and we doing great things, man. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, brother. Blessed. We here. Air in my lungs, wind in my back. Another day.
Right. I know you told me off camera you recently did a fast, but how was that experience?
I mean, fasting is just testing yourself, pushing yourself, discipline. You know, everything is discipline when it comes to any fucking thing. You want to be successful, you need to be disciplined with yourself. Right. Holding yourself accountable is the main pillar of discipline.
Right. So I wanna go into something. I wanna quote one of your bars first.
Okay.
And then, I spoke about what I went through at work this week. But would you rather hear a soldier or a fool? Mm-hmm. And that's from Ruthless, a record named Ruthless. So what does that mean to you?
I mean, Ruthless, that whole tape, Inconspicuous, is like, you know, that's a blast from the past. Salute to everybody out there that's been with me on this journey. There's a lot of people that's been following what's going on for a really long time, back to those Ruthless days. And, you know, music isn't really something that I'm concentrating on too much today and what I have going on. But, you know, at that time or when I wrote that record, you know, everything about Inconspicuous, from Ruthless to All of Me to everything that I was putting out in that time was just a whirlwind of what life was looking like and what I was building myself out of.
Right.
You know, so it's like, it's simple. Like, you rather listen to a soldier, you rather listen to a fool. There's so many people out here it's like the blind leading the blind. Right. Anybody that got a follower all of a sudden is influential to people. And sometimes he's an idiot leading idiots. Right. So for me, it's, you know, when it comes to men of respect and people that are out here that have real reputation and real equity in these streets, that shit is earned. It's not something that's given to you flash in the glass. Right. You don't get thousands of people following you because you just made a video. People gotta respect you, people gotta love you, people gotta know you. Right. It's a whole different world we come from. Right. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So, you know, and thinking about things like that, like, I've just watched so many people lead our kids, their peers, in the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. And a soldier, you gotta understand, somebody that lives and bleeds and is willing to die for his purpose is a true leader. Right. You understand? You rather listen to a soldier or listen to a fool. Right. In the context, it doesn't necessarily mean that you a killer. You just someone of integrity, someone of cloth, someone of, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so in that bar, that's a very simple bar, but it's that. Be led by the soldiers, don't be led by the fools. Right. There's a lot of fools out there right now, especially. Right.
I always like to, any chance I can get something that has standing the test of time and something I can relate back to the youth, I'm gonna take it. Because every opportunity is an opportunity to kind of show them, like, the same thing I was seeing at 12, 22, and 32. It's kind of the same. It's kind of a revolving door where you gotta elevate your mindset. You gotta wanna do better, and you gotta stand on that choice. And for the youngins out there, I know it's tough to not go where everybody's going. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody's going this direction, and you feel you wanna go this way, right? That's why I wanna announce publicly that the Tough Guy application, they no longer taking them. Yeah, they're not taking Tough Guy applications no more. Yeah. They being rescinded. But there's a 24-hour turnaround for the sidewalks, right? We accept the applications, you get accepted in 24 hours, and you got brothers over here, because it's no way y'all all tough. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, it's too much going on. And also, I want the youth to understand that your moral code may not be someone else's. So they may not stand tall. If y'all do whatever y'all get into, they may not stand tall. So you gotta know who you dancing with, right? You just kind of getting in bed with anybody hoping that they gonna stand tall, but all of that is talk. Right. You know what I'm saying? So come on, like, cut it out, get your reading together, get your mind right, and find something you're passionate about. Feel me? So, how did you connect with the HipHop Food Truck?
I mean, Alfredo's my brother just from the hood.
Right.
You know, we did a lot of stuff. Another thing, I was a part of a community event back in the day with Fred in the park over there, and Alfredo did the food probably like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, something like that. It's just around. Like, if you're moving around the Bronx and you're doing shit, you just run into people.
Right.
And Alfredo was somebody that was there for us, that we support. He's a part of what we got going on here as far as expanding in the La Bodega. That's just family.
Right.
You know, an amazing chef. He's in a food truck, but he's an amazing chef.
Facts.
Let's not get that messed up.
Facts.
He's in a truck. He's got an amazing business called the HipHop Food Truck, but that boy is a chef. He cooks.
Right. He definitely cooks. Shout out to the HipHop Food Truck. Our brother, he actually catered my 30th birthday party. Pulled up in the food truck in Harlem. We had a brownstone, and we had a great time. So definitely shout out to my brother. Follow him on Instagram. Make sure you book him for your events. And he's outside all summer.
Fair.
So, is everything content?
I mean, to me, this is obviously, right?
Right.
In my opinion, is everything content? I think it has to be for the machine of culture right now.
Right.
If you're trying to live in relevance. But, you know, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
It's really your choice. Like, I try to live my life outside of all of this. If it wasn't for this building and this space and all these amazing things that I want to bring to this community and bring to this culture, I wouldn't, like, this level of content, even sitting with you. I love Zoe, first of all.
Ah, man.
This is Bronx. I love this. I love my brother right here. This is big support. We're making sure this is going the way it's supposed to go.
Right.
But if I could disappear in the mountain and make millions of dollars and be gone, I'll be gone.
Right.
In a heartbeat.
Right.
So, you know, content is content for people that want to be seen. You know, you want to live in this algorithm, you want to be famous, yes.
Right.
Content runs the world.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, we're in La Bodega right now. What do you think this space does for people?
You know, honestly, the hope is to inspire. When people come in here, I watch some of the biggest artists in the world, man. I've watched some of the biggest comedians in the world, actors, musicians, like, and to see that they walk in here and they can't believe what they're seeing is constantly inspiring to me. Right. Because I'm inspiring my peers, and that's always been my goal. As a rapper in music, my focus was, I want to stand on a stage. I want the whole world singing every word of my record. It's what I wanted for myself. It's a goal. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like I get that every single time people walk in here and react the way that they do. It's like, you know what I mean? That perfect verse or that perfect record, that thing that just rings off to people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's awesome. So, is there anyone not welcomed at La Bodega?
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. Anyone that's not welcome would never come here. It'll never happen. Right. The world is welcome. Right. And if they not, you know what I mean? Like,
right. I get it. So how would you define creativity?
That's a great question. How would you define creativity? At your most honest, at your most fluid. Real creativity is in those moments that you completely let loose of space and time, and you are just talking to yourself, and you're talking to everything that's happening to you, whether that's a stroke of a brush or a layer of a lyric or a pound of a bass, or, you know, it could be someone doing hair. Everything is art. Right. So it's that moment that you let loose and you your most honest and you your most nicest. Right. So to me, creativity is honesty, pure honesty in the moment. You know what I mean? We live in these moments, we thrive in these moments. That's what I feel like it is, being the most honest with yourself, true creativity.
Right. Right. I definitely, I can second that. And I feel like when you're creative, it comes in different forms. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's a form of expression. It's a form of therapy. And that's what I was saying before. Like, when you're passionate about something, chase it, seek it. Because I feel like when your passion aligns with your purpose, I feel like that's when you're truly alive.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I was at school all day, right? So I'm actually getting the opportunity to say what it is, everything I'm talking about, I'm doing every day. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now being the bridge between like the industry and the school and having people stop by and check us out and things like that and meet the kids, I'm showing the kids that you can go to work every day and then do what you're passionate about after school. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a job, you feel me? And I feel like everyone has their own path. You just gotta be willing to go across that journey. Cause it's a journey. Like, I didn't think this would be episode 228, right?
Absolutely.
Jim Jones was my 150th episode here.
That's fire.
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's my 150th episode here.
Shout to Jomo,
Shout out to Jomo, man. Capo, man. You know what I'm saying? At the Church's Steps, out now. You feel me? Great album. Just dropped the deluxe
edition outside.
And shout out to my son, Dice Peso, King Street, the whole Bird gang. That's family right there. But that was my 150th episode that happened here.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's fire.
You know, to be now, what are we, 78 episodes later? It's crazy. You know, how we just kept going and going. And, you know, it's just that when you love something, you're going to do what you got to do it.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
For sure. So you posted a picture of Al Pacino with the quote, "I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery."
Right.
What does that quote mean to you? I'll read the quote again. "I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery."
I mean, it's really self-explanatory. I've always been, you know, since I was a kid, I was a rebel. I was a 15-year-old having kids. I was outside, you know, despite what my family said, despite anyone's opinion, I lived for myself. I lived in my freedom. No matter what it was, I lived for myself. I can honestly say that. Right. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so I would be damned if I'm going to be constrained to this system. Like, we know this is a program. We know this is a matrix. We know they trying to lock us in it. It's the program.
Right, it's the program.
You know, you've been to jail, you know, you've been through any form of the system, not even jail, you've been through the system, you know, like, it's a program. So, you know, like, when you see, you know, that shit is just it's a difficult question. It's a difficult way to box this up, because I live and die for my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've risked it all for my freedom. I've risked it all for my passions, for my children, for my family. Constantly.
Right.
And so, what would you rather do? It's like Hov when he said, rather live dormant or live enormously. It's the same thing, same context, same feeling. Like, fuck that.
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that energy.
I don't know if I shouldn't have cursed, but
no, this is we in this space, bro. Well, however it has to come out, pause, and however it has to, you know what I'm saying, say what you gotta say. You know what I mean? Because we thinkers here. We're getting into the minds of our consumers and our fans and everybody that's gonna run this one up, gonna be like, damn, they was talking over there. And that's what I want kids to, don't be afraid to be intellectual. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Talking white is stupid. What does that sound? What do you want me to sound like?
Right.
Right? That's the question to that. What does a person from the Bronx sound like?
Right.
You can't tell me. Feel me? So we got to move past all those things. So this is fly. But we went on Twitter and we found some tweets. I told you we was going. I told you we was going to find some homework. You know what I'm saying?
What we got?
Right. But I want to start here. In your bio. It says, Emcees tell stories and rappers tell tales. That was a bar. I like that one.
I appreciate that. What did that mean to you? Let me ask you.
Man, you know, I was just thinking of today, right? These are all rappers, right? No one called himself an MC, right? So today, the music, it won't hold far. You know what I'm saying? But when you think of MCs, you think of Biggie, you think of everybody from the 90s, Tupac. I remember I heard Dear Mama. I was like 5 years old.
I'll never forget when I heard that song.
It moved me.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It was a slow video, and I'm just sitting there, and I fully understood it. You know, when he talks about his moms and everything, my mother worked 2 jobs my whole life. So seeing her struggle was like, it made me think like, wow, like I really got to be appreciative of everything my mom's just doing. And I came from a 2-parent home, but we had very humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? And Pop started doing his thing with the tiles and everything, but that moved me, you feel me? So I feel like anything that makes you feel something, like a good record will probably make you tear up in the car.
1000%.
Feel me? Like that new, what's the Proud of You, Proud of Me? That new Meek verse, when he talking about his
father? Yeah,
man,
I heard it.
Bro. I lost my dad at 22,
I heard it.
That hit different.
That was a crazy record.
What he was willing to, he traded all.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an MC to me.
Amazing.
Feel me? Something that's gonna make me move, make me think. That's why I always love. And people used to look at me like I was crazy. I'm 32, but I was like, Jadakiss was my favorite rapper in high school. That's what I was saying. Yeah. And look at Jadakiss today. But that whole making you think and Fab with the swag and the just putting
so
the pieces.
Those words in my bio literally show you culture.
Yes.
Every single MC is still here.
It's still here. Facts.
And amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The rappers are every day there's somebody.
Yeah,
there's somebody.
I'm not even going to name them, but yeah, they come and they go. You feel me? Like it's a revolving door. Everybody's
somebody know. And it is what it is. What we do, how we operate, we're not flash in the pans. We're here to live forever. We're here to impact culture. We're trying to push culture forward.
Right.
That's the point of especially the space, like inspiring the minds that intend to push culture forward. It is our direct responsibility. I watch so many people play with culture, change culture. I stopped making music just because I ain't even like the landscape of culture. You understand what I'm saying? If you took a look at the discography, I got a lot of records, I got a lot of stuff. I'm heavily invested in music for a better part of my life.
Right.
And it's, you know, like these MCs, I like what's going on right now, especially with Capo and especially with the Kendrick, and niggas are starting to be bullies again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And music is starting being made again. So it's like, I see, it's like everything is kind of coming full circle, even with completing here and you know, music is starting to feel closer. I'm getting calls, I'm getting pulls. It's like one of those things that I know I'm not done with in my soul, you know what I'm saying? But
it'll come together, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So
one of those things.
I don't know so this is 2021. We chose love over living.
Oh yeah, that's a record with one of my old artists. Elaine Crystal. Shout out to Elaine Crystal.
Right. Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist.
Say that one more time.
Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist.
I said that? What year is it?
Yeah, that was around the same time period.
What year is this?
So, like around 2021 or so.
Damn, nigga, 4 years ago. I remember that shit.
Right.
That was probably toasted.
Right. So this one's relevant. Why is it always when I'm fucked up, I have an epiphany, I need to be healthy? Hashtag change, hashtag LOL.
Am I lying?
You're not lying.
Tell me when you twisted the most, you bent. You like, yo, I gotta stop this shit. I need to stop smoking. I need to stop drinking. I ain't been in the gym all week. You start questioning yourself. Dude. You have a heavy night. Tell me now, am I lying?
Yeah. You just contemplating life.
Nigga need to be healthy. Nigga start changing his whole world around.
Right. Until the next function, though.
Let me explain something to you people out there, too. You are trapped in that body. You only got one of those bodies. You heard? As soon as that body starts to fail you, it's game over. Start taking that very serious. Because until the doctor tells you some shit you don't want to hear and you find yourself trapped in that body, you ain't gonna understand what I'm saying. Take care of yourself. The world ain't drinking and smoking. Hang out with your friends and exercise. Go to the gym. Go play ball. Go do something productive. Because you thinking you invincible, and I promise you not. I promise you, you not.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So they much rather stack crates together, watch you fall, than help you stack bread together to help you rise.
One more time? That was a good one.
They much rather...
That's another bar.
Yeah, they much rather... Yeah, this is Twitter.
Yeah.
They much rather stack crates together to watch you fall than to help you stack bread together to help you rise.
So this is when you remember when these dummies was stacking the crates, running up on the crates and shit like that.
Yeah.
Everybody was real fast to help you, bust your ass and laugh at you, but nobody want to put the bank together and get us out the hood. You understand what I'm saying? My friends, we meet every single day and we figure out how we can help each other's businesses.
Right.
It's a daily practice on how we can help each other get the fuck up out of what we in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We're not here. I'm literally cutting the circle. If you hear you're a problem or you want to bring in a solution to any of our problems, there's no dead weight around me, bro. There's no room for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to laugh at nobody. We want to build you up. It don't matter if you the first cameraman to ever touch a camera, and we got the most experienced people in the world. They're gonna come here. We're gonna try to help you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Look, niggas want to put chairs and just simple. Nah, I'm like, nah. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make this something. As a cinematographer, it's your responsibility. So it's all, each one teach one shit.
Right.
We all make each other better. That's our responsibility to each other. Right. Not to put crates out and watch each other bust their ass and make fun of each other and look down on each other. We all from the bottom, nigga. It don't matter. That's why I hate this hip hop shit with black people made it, Spanish people made it. That's another conversation that's super getting me tight. We all poor, bro. Everybody's from the hood. Everybody was fighting. Everybody was making their way out. Everybody was there.
Facts.
So, people got to stop dividing us and start figuring out how we could get together and really start making real change out here, because it's a nasty world. Today is a nasty world. Like, it really, really is. Look at what's happening in climate and culture and politics. Like, we did that. That's us. And the lack of responsibility that we having on these children and what we doing with this world. It's our responsibility to be the change and make the change. And that's what we're a part of, right?
Right.
That's the conversations result.
That's a fact.
That's trying to wake y'all up.
Time to wake up, bro. We gotta speak on it. I know it's not the sexiest thing sometimes, but it gotta be said, because it's the same revolving door. You see the same thing. Everybody's so quick to help you crash out. Right. And that's where I be telling dudes, the dudes that be lingering around the situation, that's how you catch it straight. You gotta know when it's like, you know what? That's for y'all and I'm out. And that's okay. They gonna call you sore, weak, all of those things. But then you spin the block, now you big homie. You just gotta let life take its course. For all the youngins, live. Right. Let life take its course. For me, you're gonna see dudes in the same position, doing the same thing, and then now you big bro. They was big bro when you was coming up. Now you pass through the hood, now you big bro.
Right.
Live for yourself, man. Do the right thing. I know it takes longer, but everybody's on their own journey, feel me? Everybody lit right now. It's tax season. Everybody lit.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Sure is.
Easter outfits, all kind of shit.
It sure is.
But we back to square one. Every year we catch this quick lick, and then we back to square one.
Yo, it's crazy. I was wondering on my timeline. There was a lot going on.
Come on, they flexing. They flexing, man. It's tax season, man. This is Christmas for a lot of kids. When you work in a school and you ain't have essentials all year, now you just popped out mid-year with essentials. Yo,
that's bad. That's bad programming too, man. Save your money. Save your bread. You get money.
Your kids will appreciate you. Here's the thing, right? You had it all when you was young, then you have nothing when you older. Because now you're trying to keep up with a lifestyle you can't afford.
Yo, and the one thing that I feel it's like impossible for today. When we was kids, it was like a Nietzsche, Nike. The most expensive thing was like a couple, like $300, $400 was crazy for a pair of jeans or something like that. Like now it's Balenciaga, this, that, Gucci, bands, thousands of dollars. We would never been able to do that shit.
No way.
We had a chain in school, you had jewels on, that's all you needed.
Right.
Didn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel bad for the youth. Then we wonder why they so frustrated. It's an impossible thing they trying to keep up with.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's a revolving door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, Jordans come out every week.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then your parents
still gonna rock them, we still gonna wear them. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they trying to keep up with it. But when you ask for an emergency fund or books for college or a laptop for college, they don't got it. So the priorities got to shift and the mindset got to shift. And we do got a plan for tomorrow. Even though today is lit, we do have to plan for tomorrow.
It's true. And the only reason I say save your money, it's not even save your money, it's invest your money.
Yes.
So everything, you got to think about it like stuff is stuff. And this is somebody that got shit. I ain't got it all, but it sits on the dresser. The car sits in the lot, the jewelry sits in the drawer, your clothes sit in the closet. I wear the same shit every single day if I ain't doing press or trying to get fly. Like if I'm out here working, I'm working. Every day I'm working. I wear the same shit. You should be working. Even if you trapping, you probably wearing the same shit.
Right.
Because when I was trapping, I was wearing the same shit. Use the money to invest and make money on top of your money. Don't worry about being fly. Be disciplined. Take some time to give yourself a real platform. Build your credit. Make sure you paying your bills. Make sure you thinking. You got ChatGPT in your phone. Ask questions.
Right.
You got money. Ask questions. How can I make money? Be smart. Like it's not about clothes. It's not about fly. That shit is a facade. It's fake. It don't exist.
Right.
This sweater's 4 years old. This probably the second time I wore it. Maybe 5 years old. Don't matter, bro.
Right.
It don't matter. Save your family. Help your moms. You got kids. Feed your kids. Be a good man.
Facts. That's a fact. So, just to change the tempo a little bit.
Please.
Would you consider yourself a freak? Context.
What I can see, yeah, please.
Context, right?
Please.
As per your Freak Affair video, right?
Okay.
And a few other.
What year was this?
That was Freak Affair was about 11 years ago, right?
All right. So just for the viewers out there, he said 11 years ago.
Yeah, Freak Affair.
I was a young man. Freak Affair.
Yeah.
At the time and place, I was having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
A lot
of women
fun.
kissing women. A lot of fun.
We all love women.
Right.
I love women. I love women. At that time in my life, I really loved women.
Right. Where'd you find the women to get in the videos?
Shout to Bunny. Shout to, I don't know if Juju's in that. I don't remember that video too much. It was Bunny and it was someone else.
2 girls.
They were just friends. You know, at the time I had like a little modeling agency. I was always doing something, trying to figure something out. So I always had girls.
Right.
I always had females for my videos, or I was always doing projects for other people. So I always had girls for their videos. I always had girls.
Right. What do you think about the NYPD lady busting it open in the video?
Fire. It was amazing. I don't want to comment on that subject too much.
Right. It was crazy.
That was amazing.
I was shocked. I mean, I was not shocked, but it was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that being on the news today. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
What, did she really think that wouldn't get out?
You know, something like that, she's probably dealing with the artist. Right. So the artist is going to be the one that's going to be able to make the cop do something like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
One of the illest rapper moments in my life was with a female officer.
Right.
And that's all I'll say. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, who else is going to get, what was she, a detective of 7 years? Something like that. Right. Right. Busting it open. Busting it wide open. She probably dealing with the artist in somewhere, and she was probably just showing up for her man. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you think she could really get in trouble for that? She could sue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, honestly, there's probably a code of conduct when it comes to being an officer and stuff like that. I'm sure she probably violated something when it comes to the code of conduct. Because she's an officer of the law, she got the badge and all that shit. No disrespect to police out there, but I'm sure a lot of my family's on the job, so, you know, probably. Right. So, you got older kids. Your kids are little, I think you got 18, I saw an 18-year-old recap, something like that. Yeah. Have they seen the Freak Affair video? Nah, my kids was young. So, do the math, B. My son was 8. My daughter's 22. But they 18, he's 18 now. Now. He gonna see the Freak Affair. Listen, my son is watching Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi. He gonna see this interview. He ain't looking at Pops. The one thing my son is not doing is searching my music. He gonna see this interview. He gonna see the Freak Affair video. Now he gonna thank you, so it's your fault because now he know the name. Now he gonna look for it, and now he know I'm doing the interview because he said, "Who interviewing you? Why you doing the interview?" I said, nah, it's just a podcast. He's like, oh, okay, interesting. That's
gonna
cool.
tap in, yeah.
Yeah, so now he's definitely gonna see what Freak Affair was.
Yeah, I mean, it's there, it's still there, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Public
a good record
information.
too. It's a throwback,
It's a
good
dope
throwback.
record, man. Crazy, you got the girls making out and all that.
It's a good
You know what I'm saying? I
throwback.
had to turn the screen at work. Like, oh, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's good times, man. But how do you handle, do you manage your kids on social media, or is it like a do's and don'ts, or they pretty like chill on social media?
So my kids really don't exist on social media at all. Like, you know, they're very like in the background. I don't even think my daughter's on social media. And my son, you can't even really see my son on social media.
Right.
He got one picture of Lil Yachty that at a little showcase that shout to my brother Sachi and Thermal when smoke clears. They they had my son meet up with Lil Yachty and shit like that. He took a picture.
That's cool.
That's the only picture you're gonna see of my son.
Right.
You know what I mean? They low.
Right. I was listening to the Bronx, New York freestyle. So
That's a good one.
what does the Bronx mean to you?
The Bronx is everything to me. Absolutely everything to me. I'm really from here.
Correct.
Like I grew up on Castle Hill and Lafayette. I lived all over the Bronx, every place you could think of. I lived in Thrall's Neck Expressway, Ellsworth Avenue. I lived on Crosby Avenue when I had my daughter when I was 15. I lived on Gun Hill Road. I lived here in the South Bronx. I lived in this warehouse for 2 years, creating this warehouse. Like,
Right.
you know, like I am the Bronx. This is what I come from. I played Castle Hill Little League. I was a baseball player out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the Bronx is everything to me. This is what I say. It's our responsibility to take care of culture and preserve culture, because I've been blessed with really witnessing the greatest times in the hip hop history.
Right.
I literally grew up in it, in the greatest inspirations of hip hop history.
Right.
So I feel like I'm privileged. I'm the last of, you know, no cell phones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where we had to go to my boy crib and yell out the window, like calling on the long ass phones and the,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I used to live right in front of the sanitation. So right there, Castle Hill and Lafayette Avenue, at the end of my block was the fucking garbage depot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where the garbage men come every single day. They used to pass my block. And there was like an abandoned warehouse across the street from my crib. We used to fucking hide in the bushes and throw rocks at the niggas on the back of the fucking, on the back of the garbage trucks every night. Every night. And if it was the weekend, they was fucked every time. You know, we had fun, like doing real Bronx shit, really like, you know. This shit is in my blood. The Bronx is me. The Bronx is this building. The Bronx is, you know, in everything I do. If you know me, you know it's Bronx all day long.
Right. I always say, you know, this is where you learn how to keep your word. Like, I couldn't text you and tell you I'm here. So if I'm like, yo, I'll be at the park tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Right.
Then that's it. That was all we needed. That was an agreement that I would see you tomorrow.
Extra tight.
9 a.m.
Extra tight. You don't show up, or you supposed to meet somebody somewhere, you can't call nobody.
Can't call nobody.
You can't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get in touch with them.
Yeah, so that's how we kept in touch, you feel me? If we wasn't at this basketball court, we was at the one up the block, whatever, on Eagle, or whatever it was, but we kept in touch like that, you feel me? We just called each other before we leave, or we just agreed on a time, and that was it. It was simple. It was so much simpler times, feel me? We didn't have pre-recorded TV, none of that. We were just watching shows when it came out at 8 o'clock. You try to catch Smallville or whatever it was. And that was the best, bro, because the world just stopped. And it was all about that show for that moment, you know what I mean? And now everything is so instant. But I feel like if you could I love being like a hybrid of both generations, because like, I didn't grow up with a cell phone. The internet used to block the house phone. Feel me? Mom Deuce is like, I don't like this shit. Like, no phone calls.
Listen, if you don't know what Oregon Trail is, don't even talk to me, bro. You heard?
I don't know what Oregon Trail is.
That's the first computer. That was the first game on the first computers that came out. It was the only game on the computers.
Which one is that?
Shit was called Oregon Trail.
Yeah. I remember the
That's when, in order to use the computer, that's before AOL and all that. You couldn't use the computer without fucking up the phone.
Do you remember your @name on AIM?
I don't think I had it. I don't think I was on the AIM.
You wasn't on the AIM?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Nah.
I remember I was Young 158. And then I was Why You Sucking Me 45. I don't know why I did that one. That was dumb.
I don't think I was on the AIM. AIM was the shit where you was on it and it's just chats,
it's
right?
just chat, yeah, it's mad chats, yeah. But that's when they had it on the sidekick
era.
Yeah.
I never had a sidekick.
Oh man.
Nah.
I had one.
Never
Good
had
vibes.
I was next to her. I was the little
Chirp chirp.
Yeah, all day.
Yo, crazy man.
All day.
Rest in peace, my mother. I found an I-870, her crib the other day.
Oh,
the silver joint.
Shit.
Crazy.
You should frame it.
Yeah. I gotta go get that. But yeah, I found that when I was cleaning out the crib.
That's a relic, bro.
Yeah, OD.
That's a
relic. Don't see those no more. Used to have the Nextel stores, the ringtones, and changing the case, and going to the spot right there on 149, man. Those were great times.
I had a beeper, B.
Oh, yeah.
I was out here with the beepers. I had the green joint.
So what were some of those codes, right? Like, y'all used to sound like codes. You used to, like, turn it over, you say a word or some shit?
Yeah, you could spell some shit out, but everything had a code, so.
Right.
I mean, it depends what context. Like, my mom had her own code. My little girls had their own code. You could spell love, I love you out, upside down and shit, bunch of dumb shit.
What was the code for come bust my ass?
As far as what? What you mean, like shorty?
Yeah.
I mean, 6'9", 6'9", 6'9". That's the pull up.
That's the pull up?
That's what I'm pulling up.
Yeah. That's hilarious, man.
Word.
But going back to Ruthless really quick, and speaking of dreaming, you said I just pray, I see all I dream. And I feel like that's in the winter, it was a nasty winter. It was cold, but there was a lot of violence still going on. Usually things slow down in the winter a little bit. But I just want kids to remember that dreaming is free. You know what I'm saying? So I want this message to go out there where I just pray I see all I dream.
Yeah, it's important. Like that line for me, especially in that time, if you watch that video, you see a lot of people that's like hard on their luck.
Right.
You see a lot of people that's struggling because every day I wake up, there's just something that I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all chasing something. We're all passionate about something. But the reality is we're all really struggling with a lot of stuff that feels really heavy.
Right.
And the truth behind it is it's not as heavy as it seems. Because once you start living in faith, and especially believing in yourself and your own power, you realize that if you're deserving, nothing is gonna hold you down. Nothing is gonna get in your way. Right. The lucky aren't lucky just to be lucky. They, there's things out here, play and, pick a side. But, that's a great song. Ruthless is a great record. I definitely suggest people go out there, check it out. It's an older record, but it's a powerful song. Shout to Venor. He's out here still making incredible music, still touring, still singing for the best people in the world. I wrote that record. He was super dope and came in and performed it for me. And, it's a great record. It's a real good record.
Absolutely. I'm going to make sure I put that in the YouTube cards. When they pop up mid-episode, go check the old vibes out. But we always try to ask these two questions to every guest. So what would be your message to your younger self?
What would be my message to my younger self? It's not that serious. It took me a long time to hold myself accountable for a lot of things. As people, we tend to have this idea of who we are in our head, and we don't really realize who we are and how we're affecting the people around us, especially when we're young, because we're not wrong, no matter what we feel. No matter what we think, we're not wrong, and no one can tell us no different, especially the alphas out there, people that's like really, you can't tell us nothing. Right. And when I was young, you really couldn't tell me nothing. Right. And it took a long time for me to put myself in check. Just put myself in check and live in reality and live in empathy and consider people's emotions and feelings and how they absorb in me, because there was a big part of my life I didn't give a fuck about life, period. Right. So, and learning just humanity and becoming a man and living through a whole lot, that's why all these y'all young kids, y'all like all these old heads always talking shit. Yeah, we've been through wild shit. Right. We've been through so much shit, and we just pray to God that y'all not as stupid and y'all turning out to be stupider.
Right. Right.
And we praying to God that y'all just chill, because now you got the internet. I'm telling you right now, if the internet existed when we were out here with the sidekicks and the chirps and the cameras, and none of us would be free. Prisons would be overflowed.
Overflooded, yeah. Everybody would have got caught with something.
It's a completely
Everybody would have
different
more
world.
records, more use offenses, felonies, all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
For me,
completely different world.
completely different world. You know, and another incident that happened this week, where I'm proud of from the Bronx, because I was able to peep that little homie got locked up, and he's not supposed to be at school, but he came to see his shorty. Now, while he's out, I can't say, but you can't do something to somebody and expect things to be sweet when you come back.
All right.
So I'm walking the kid back to the corner. I let him go. I'm like, yo, go home. Now he's walking with two shorties and his friend, because he's home suspended. So this is like his little chance to see his friends. And being suspended must be trash, because, you know, what are you doing all day? 14. I look across the street, the
Being
wolves.
suspended was fire for me. I just gotta say it.
So, and you know, says the 15-year-old dad.
Right.
The 15-year-old dad, right? So I look across the street and the wolves is there.
Oh man.
So I'm calling this kid back like Ricky and Boys in the Hood. Yo, Ricky! You know what I'm saying? Ricky! So he turned around, he come back, had to call boy mom, like, yo, listen, he gotta take an Uber home, cause he ain't gonna make it to the train. And he's clueless. You feel me? You're doing things and you're not conscious of the repercussions or how other people may perceive you after you did what you did. You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's okay too. Listen,
Right.
like, men are gonna be men.
Right.
We're not saying that aggression is wrong and how you
That
feel,
too.
the context of how you feel is wrong. But you don't gotta stab nobody, you don't gotta shoot nobody. Go out there, catch a fade. It's
Yes.
super simple, just handle your business.
Yes, sir.
Super duper simple. Nobody gotta go to jail, it don't gotta be that crazy. Y'all getting too emotional and y'all being cowards.
Yes.
That's really what it is. You don't want to face it with closed fists. Y'all need something in your hands. Just chill. Fight it out, bro. It ain't worth it. Cause you catch the body, you think you're gonna end up on, you think you Lil Durk, you think you're gonna be on TV, everybody gonna respect you, you're gonna be in jail for the rest of your life, fam. It's over, game over. You're a young man out here, you don't know nothing, I promise you.
Right.
Punch him in the face.
And even for men our age, when we get into something with people younger than us, you gotta be the voice of reason, right?
I agree.
You can't come in hot, cause they not gonna hear you. So it's like you can't fight fire with fire.
They not listening.
They not listening, but approach is everything.
Yeah.
Right? Being welcoming, being consistent, and how you approach somebody. Cause they think they hot anyway. They think they men, and remember, 9 times out of 10, they got it on them. So you gotta approach them in a peaceful manner.
That's the problem.
It's love, little homie. I'm just trying to put you on to something. And you gotta respect them too. You know what I mean? Because they little men too, so you gotta respect them. And when anybody feels disrespected and slighted, that's where things usually go left.
Yo, for me, it's like beyond respect. Like, I love these guys, man.
Yes.
I love these kids. I see my son in them. I see, even just like when I talk about younger guys, even like, I'm talking directly to them because, yo, like, I love these dudes.
Facts.
I know what they're going through. I know this heightened, everything is super heightened. It's a hypersexualized world. It's a hyper-violent world. It's a hyper-money world. It's a hyper-fly world. Everything is just like super for them. And I feel bad for them. Because it's super. Now I understand the anxiety, why they tripping out like the video that you sent me, what my kids were going through, what a lot of kids are going through. Because it's just too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And it's really destroying them. So being teaching them patience is the key. Like, be patient with yourself and be patient with people. Because they have so much anxiety from all this pressure from these phones that the last thing they want to do is be patient. They can't be patient. They need to get money. They need to have the flyest bitch. They need to have the flyest car. They need a $250,000 chain, and they got to be partying with Drake somewhere. Like, it's like impossible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they want to be the biggest killer in the world and get away with everything.
Right.
Cameras everywhere, but they want to murder everybody and just be respecting in the hood. That don't happen no more.
Right.
That don't happen no more.
Right.
Just to tell you, like, and all the murderers I know, are men who are free right now, are counting their blessings of being free and still on supervision for the rest of their lives and regret every fucking thing they ever did in their lives. And whoever's not free is doing 100 years behind a wall that they don't even want to be behind. And they was young men when they killed people. It's not worth it. There's nothing about it that's worth it. I promise you. You're going to be respected in there and you're going to have nobody out here. You want a little bit of respect in the street that don't mean shit. Because you're going to get replaced like that. You die tomorrow or you get sentenced to 25 to life, somebody going to be right there that they're going to be respecting the next day.
There it is. I want to quote Benzino. Benzino said that we're going to be dead longer than we alive. That's what he said in the interview. That's where I heard it.
What'd he say?
He said we're going to be dead much longer than we're alive. So that's why he's been reconciling, trying to, right a lot of his wrongs. So he's like, yo, like, I'm going to be dead much longer than I'm alive. So while I'm alive, I want to make everything right.
I mean, I have my own opinions on life and death and a lot of those things. So
I get it.
I
get it.
I hear you.
I hear you. Message to the youth.
We gonna live forever.
We are. Message to the youth.
Again, find your creativity, be honest, be brave, don't be stupid. Believe in yourself.
Brave, don't be stupid.
Be a good man. Take care of your mother, take care of your siblings. Don't judge people, have no expectations. The only expectations you should have for people is for yourself. Watch what you eating, watch the pills you taking, watch what you smoking, watch everything around you. Just treat your body like a temple because this world is programmed to fill you with poison from inside to outside. And the only way that's going to stop it from happening is you making a decision to stop it from happening. And the odds are against you. So be stronger than the odds that try to take me off the map, because watching what it's trying to do to y'all is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever had to witness in my entire life. So I tell you, be strong, be focused, be disciplined, and be bigger than anything that's going on around you.
Right.
Because you're destined for more than what you think you are.
Amen. But take the fucking shiesties off, please. You know what I mean? Focus on, brush your hair, focus on your presentation, hoods, and Nike Tech hoodies and shiesties every day. Come on, man.
I ain't got a problem with shiesties, but listen.
In school.
You outside looking like something, you asking for problems.
Thank you.
It's cold, it's snowing. My boy came in with the Nike joint, I was sold. I'm not a shiesty cat. He came in, the Nike joint official, it was freezing, like official. I'm like, okay, I understand it.
Right.
But if you ain't snowboarding, it ain't snowing, or it ain't freezing outside, chill, bro. Don't go to the movies in a shiesty. You don't look cool. Nobody can even see you. But all the cameras can. And they're going to follow you home if you do something stupid, and you're going to go to jail.
Right.
Stupid, so.
I was in Sky Zone. I was in Sky Zone in New Rochelle. So a lot of dads in shiesties.
No
Not
way.
a good look.
No
Not
way.
a good look.
He said dads and shiesties.
Dads.
I mean.
Running around with the kids, shiesties.
My good friends too, dads. Definitely dads.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So listen, shout outs, Instagram, websites. Floor is yours.
First of all, shout out to my brother Zoe and everybody here in production and stuff like that. Appreciate y'all coming to have the discussion in general.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and that's been with us on our journeys, that found the time to want to tune in and see what we up to. Make sure you tapped in with us at La Bodega NY on Instagram, and check out the website www.labodegany.com. If you have any needs for live events, if you are a part of the educational system, we have an amazing curriculum that we're introducing throughout all New York City schools. This building is actually about to be a huge staple in the educational community. So we look forward to bringing on amazing new partners in that space of education and community, such as my brother Zoe here.
Sure.
You know, but we do everything. We are the one-stop shop as far as we can shoot your podcast, we can film your movie, we can curate and film your television show, anything that has to do with production, audio. This is a full professional audio recording facility that's tucked away in this bodega. So, you know, we're here. This is the place where you make your dreams come to a reality. But understand your dreams cost money. So invest in yourself. Nothing is free, because we ain't cheap. You heard?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Always, Bobby.
Let's get to it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. I always forget it because it's not relevant.
Yeah,
but it is
smash
relevant.
that like button,
Smash
hit that
like
follow button, all that
it.
good stuff.
I'm saying, and we out.